Jai Hind, dear students of class 11th Geography Optional. I welcome you all in this special class which is organized for your revision purpose. Only in the month of July we have started the syllabus of class 11th in Geography, and what the syllabus have been completed between 6 to 31st July will come in your coming test called as CBT, computer based test. We have discussed lesson 1 geography as a discipline, lesson 3 interior of the earth, lesson 4 distribution of oceans and continents, and lesson 5 minerals and rocks. So these are the 4 lessons where prompt question will be there in your computer based test. The test will contain 25 questions. Question number 1 to 20 will be of 1 mark each, and question number 21 to 25. The 5 question will be of 2 marks. So 30 marks will be there total. So question in form of MCQ, multiple choice question, will be asked. So what type of question can be framed? Very first, one example I am giving you. Suppose, name the person or which one of the following scholars has termed or coined the term geography first time. Options will be given. 4 options will be given there, and you have to pick the right answer, and then you have to submit your answer. Suppose it was Eratosthenes, so you have to pick the right option. In first lesson, we have discussed already about the geography. What is geography? Why there is a need to study geography? What are the definitions of geography as given of Hattner and Hartsold? Your definitions are also given in this book. We have discussed side by side geography as an integrating discipline. Geography has close relationship with the physical as well as social sciences. So far, what is the relation between geography? Basically, you know that having 2 main branches of it. One, the physical geography, in which we are studying about the landform features, climate, hydrology, hydrosphere, etc. The second, the human geography, in which we are studying different aspects of human life and its activities related to according to the earth surface. So in this lesson, first we have discussed physical geography and its relation with the natural sciences. We have also discussed geography and social sciences. You can go through once through the figure 1.1, in which geography and the relation with other subjects are given. For example, if subject it is a natural science, geology is there, what aspect of this in geography is studied? Simply it is geography. Likewise, with all the natural and social sciences, geography has its intimate relationship. So you have to go through this figure also, because any MCQ question can be asked from here. Now, branches of geography. As I have told you, there are 2 ways to discuss the branches of geography. First, on the basis of systematic approach, and second on the basis of the regional approach. Again, here 2 MCQ question asked from. What are the approaches to study geography? कौन से 2 मुख्य अप्रोचेज हैं ज्योग्राफी के पढ़ने के? पहला है सिस्टमेटिक अप्रोच, इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय अलेक्जेंडर वॉन हम्बोल्ट, एंड सेकंड द रीजनल अप्रोच introduced by a contemporary geographer of Humboldt named Karl Ritter, both from Germany. Right. So, what are the branches of geography based on systematic geography? Very first, physical geography, and second, human geography, and third, biogeography. So, first, physical geography we are going to discuss, having 4 main branches. First is the geomorphology. So suppose from here question can be asked, dash is devoted to study of landforms, relief and other features on the earth's surface. It is a geomorphology. It is one branch of geography related to physical geography. Likewise, which of the which of the following branches of geography studies about the soil formation? Soil geography. Likewise, question can be asked. The same way in human geography, dash geography studies economic activities of people, including agriculture, industry, tourism, etc. Answer will be economic geography. So in this way, you have to prepare all these branches of geography, and the third branch is now in existence. It is the interface of both the physical and human geography called biogeography. The early scholars emphasized on study of physical environment only. Thus, they have given lot of pressure to study about the environment and or landforms, etc. Later, as geographers have advocated that human itself is the integrated part of the earth surface, and he is solely responsible for making cultural landscape, so must be studied in geography. So then they have emphasized to study about the human geography. So this is why it is called in geography in the same subject there are two approaches, there are two types of emphasis. That one branch of geography they are giving emphasis on study of physical environment. On the other hand, second one they are giving emphasis to study about the human environment. So there is a dualism. Dualism means द्वैतवाद, किसी एक विषय के बारे में दो तरह की धारणा. So dualism in geography is not new, but still this time we are studying both the main aspect of geography, physical geography as well as the human geography. Now biogeography is also there. On the basis of regional approach, geography can be classified as regional studies, regional planning, regional development, regional analysis, etc. Then question can be asked on behalf of that. Besides that, it can also be asked that what are the techniques utilized in geography, physical geography and its importance. In this part particularly, it is described about the lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. From this part, question may be asked. Two definitions, especially Richard Hartshorne and Hattner, two definitions are given in your book. Both the definitions are important. Suppose the definition of any one scholar is there and you have to identify who have given this definition. So in this way you have to prepare. Second lesson is not in course, but the third lesson we have discussed. Third lesson is the interior of the earth. How we can know what type of structure is there inside the earth? The radius of the earth is 6,370 kilometer. It is not possible for anyone or any technology still have not been developed to reach to such a depth inside the earth crust. 6,370 kilometer. इतनी गहराई तक जाने के लिए तो कोई साधन ही नहीं है. So how we can understand what type of internal structure is there in of the earth? So to study we are having two types of sources. First, some sources called direct sources like mining activity, where mines are so deep we are getting the rock from deep mine and we are analyzing it in laboratory to know about its age and formation, etc. Likewise, there are other direct sources like the volcanic eruption through which we can know that what type of material are there inside the earth, as during volcanic activity lava is using on the earth surface. But the most important source related to study about the earth's interior are the indirect sources, and out of these there are many indirect sources. The most important one is the seismic activity, भूकंपीय घटना. As we know that earthquake waves are generating from deep inside the earth crust are of many types. First, the body waves like P waves, primary waves, S waves, secondary waves, and the last we have discussed surface waves. So how these waves are helping seismologists to understand the interior of the earth, You have to go through entire syllabus, entire content once again to understand it easy form. So many multiple choice question can be framed from here, from this part of earthquake, earthquake waves, measuring earthquake, types of earthquake, effects of earthquake, etc. Side by side, it can be asked about the structure of the earth. Many multiple choice questions can be framed from the crust, the mantle, and the core. So you have to revise all these things. Suppose one sentence I am putting here, listen it carefully. The lava that pulls within the crustal portions assumes different forms. These forms are called dash. Four options will be given. Intrusive forms, extrusive forms, both intrusive and extrusive forms, none of these. So the right answer is intrusive form. धरती के अंदर जब लावा की कूलिंग हो गई और solidification हो गया तो intrusive बोलते हैं. Likewise, batholith, lagomorphic, types of volcanoes, everything are given there. So a number of multiple choice question can be framed from this lesson. So you have to prepare that. Another one question I am discussing here. Which type of volcanic eruption have caused Deccan Trap formation? Deccan Trap formation, it was due to flood oozing out of very thin, not so viscous lava which has flown over a huge distance from the place of oozing out. बहुत दूर तक जो पतला तरल पदार्थ लावा का दूर तक फैला, फ्लड इसको बोलते हैं, फ्लड प्रोविंस बोलते हैं दक्कन को. तो ये इस तरह से बना. उसी तरह से which one of the following describe the lithosphere? Lithosphere क्या होता है? Simply the crust? No. The mantle? No. Both mantle and crust combinedly? It is also not right. It is actually the entire crust and the upper mantle. So options will be given. 4 options will be there, and options are given to confuse you. Now it is your intelligence how we are picking the right answer. So you have to go through the contents very carefully, thoroughly. Then the next lesson 4, distribution of ocean and continents. In this particular lesson, we have discussed about Alfred Wegener's theory of continental drift, evidences in support of, as the Wegener put forward, the evidences in support of his theory called the continental drift theory. Then you can go through the post-drift theory, especially about the convectional current theory, how currents are moving up and down. Everything we have discussed. Then mapping of the ocean floor, and what are mapping of the ocean floor. And here a question very important to discuss, that the mapping of the ocean floor and paleomagnetic studies of rocks from oceanic regions reveal many facts. What are the facts? Based on this, many questions can be framed. बहुत सारे एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चन इससे बनाए जा सकते हैं. वैगनर ने जो थ्योरी दिया उसमें एक सुपर कॉन्टिनेंट के बारे में इमेजिन किया. उस कॉन्टिनेंट का नाम क्या था? तो वाटर बॉडी भी उस समय सिंगल थी, उसका नाम क्या था? अगर पेंजिया सुपर कॉन्टिनेंट था, इसका मतलब क्या होता है? ऑल लैंड, ऑल अर्थ, एंड ऑल वाटर मीन्स पेंथेलासा, जिन्होंने ओशन का नाम दिया था. लाइकवाइज, side by side we have to discuss about the theory of plate tectonics. Number of questions can be framed. 3 scientists, namely independently, they have collected. 3 scientists, namely Mackenzie, Morgan, and Parker, they have collected independent ideas, but with combination with their own ideas, they have come on a theory called as theory of plate tectonics. It is the most plausible theory, highly accepted theory, which actually clear that what type of earth crust is here and what are the crustal plates, how they are in motion. We have discussed about the plate tectonics theory. We have discussed about the spreading side. We have discussed about the zone of subduction. We have discussed about the horizontal movement of the plates right past each other and what happens according to this. There are some major, 7 major you can say, and some minor plates can be asked. Which one of the following is a major plate? Options will be given. Which one of the following is a minor plate? Everything will be asked from this lesson. In this lesson, rate of plate movement are also given for MCQ. These are also important part. Then movement of Indian plate, formation of Himalaya. From here, some MCQ question can be framed. And the last lesson I have to discuss for your coming test only. This is the minerals and rocks. You must know that what is a mineral. What is a mineral? Mineral is a natural substance of organic or inorganic process formed by and having definite chemical composition and physical properties. So simply said, a mineral is a natural occurring organic or inorganic substance having an orderly atomic structure, definite chemical composition and physical property. Then the main elements which are responsible for making of the earth crust. Here from questions can be asked. Also, the physical characteristics of minerals are all given to your book, especially the hardness. According to hardness, multiple choice question can be asked, as well as three types of rocks we have discussed: sedimentary rocks, igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. From here, a number of questions can be framed for multiple choice question. As well as, do you know, metallic minerals are divided into three parts as for sake of convenience in geography. Generally, they are classified as ferrous and non-ferrous. But the metallic minerals in geography we are classifying precious, ferrous, non-ferrous. So any one example from here can be taken to frame MCQ question as well as the rock cycle. So these are the contents what you have to prepare for your coming test. I will suggest you go through line by line each and every component of the lessons, because in multiple choice questions we are going to test your IQ, we are going to test your understanding as well as the application of your knowledge. आपके नॉलेज का ही केवल टेस्ट नहीं होता है, आपके IQ लेवल का, एप्लीकेशन ऑफ नॉलेज का, साथ ही साथ अंडरस्टैंडिंग बेस्ड, आपको कितनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड, उसके बेस पे क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं. सो यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर ऑल दिस. सो आई एम जस्ट रिपीटिंग once again. There will be 25 questions in your paper, 20 questions of 1 mark each, and 5 questions of 2 marks each. So while you are picking the answer to submit correct answer, think it very clearly. If any doubt, you can go further and you can do the next first. When you will get the time, again come back and see the question what you have left, not submitted the answer. इसका आंसर आप बाद में भी कर सकते हो. तो पहले उन क्वेश्चंस का आंसर तुरंत अटेम्प्ट करो जो क्लियरली नॉलेज बेस्ड है और आपको आ रहा है, क्लियर है, और जहाँ पे थोड़ा भी कंफ्यूजन है अवॉइड करिए. पहले जो आ रहा है उसको कर लो, उसके बाद कोशिश करो जो क्वेश्चन थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है उसको सोच के समझ के फिर आंसर सबमिट करिए, तो आपका टेस्ट बहुत अच्छा होगा. This special revisional period will be on WhatsApp also that day. After completion of video, we can discuss the question answers also. If any doubt you are having, you can ask. So from my side, my all best wishes to you, because very first time to class 11 we are going to give your test, and especially in optional. Now you have taken geography as optional subject. ऑप्शनल के रूप में ज्योग्राफी पहली बार पढ़ रहा हूँ. अभी तक तो ज्योग्राफी का बहुत छोटा सा एक पार्ट हम लोग सोशल साइंस में अपने क्लास 10 पढ़ाते थे, पर अब यहाँ पे आपको जो पढ़ना है ज्योग्राफी एज ए इंडिपेंडेंट सब्जेक्ट. काफी ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम है, काफी लंबा चौड़ा सिलेबस है, और जो बुक आप पढ़ रहे हैं फंडामेंटल्स ऑफ फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी, यू कैन से इट इज द टफेस्ट पार्ट फॉर क्लास 11. देन इंडिया फिजिकल इन्वायरमेंट, अगेन इट विल बी इजियर टू यू, वो आसान लगेगा. जब ये पढ़ के आपका रेडी हो जाएगा तो इंडिया फिजिकल इन्वायरमेंट, उसमें फिर वही इंडिया का ड्रेनेज, फिजियोग्राफी, नेचुरल वेजिटेशन, साइज एंड लोकेशन, एवरीथिंग हम लोग उसको डिस्कस करेंगे. और साथ ही साथ प्रैक्टिकल वर्क इन ज्योग्राफी है, तो स्कूल खुलेगा या जो भी आगे व्यवस्था होगी अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट वी विल डू द प्रैक्टिकल वर्क आल्सो. सो आई होप you will follow my instruction and you will revise the lessons very carefully and you will score good marks. Thank you. Have a nice day.